Video. You're live.
We're live.
Yeah. Hey.
All right. You want me to do the intro since I'm so good at it?
Sure.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Adam Potash, and
I am Nicole Rosen.
And we are doing this solo today. Well, not solo. Dana, say hi.
Hi.
Dana's in the background.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes today, she's working all the
BTS.
cameras and all the lighting, all the magic going on behind there. What
You
did
are
say?
the magic. Oh God.
Reason being because we are talking a little bit more today. I thought we were supposed to be serious.
We will be.
Yes.
Yes.
We're talking a little bit more today about our programs. We talk, a little bit throughout our live shows and throughout Facebook and things like that, but we never really dive fully into hone it. Wow, you're taking my spot today. Kind of like it. I'm usually the fun one. No?
I was fun by saying hone in.
Yeah, hone in. Yeah. Well, the way you said it.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have just said hone in, but no, you had some animation to it. Focus, people. Focus. Squirrel. So we wanted to talk more in detail and hone in on what the different programs were, what they offer, what you could expect, because we get dozens and dozens of questions from people either looking to start the program or have a friend that did the program and they're still not fully sure of what it entails. So we want to kind of
Shed some light on it.
shed some light on that situation. So I guess we should first start about the exclusive, which was our first program, which has been going on for over 6 years now, which is kind of cool.
It is cool.
And
the most common one, because that's what everybody, I guess,
a lot
knows
of,
about.
I would say yes. Probably 2/3 of the people obviously know the exclusive, but feel maybe more comfortable in that one-on-one setting.
Sure.
And there is a group of people that do feel better in a group setting or having that accountability with others that are going through the same journey with them.
So that's the first detail, that the exclusive program is a one-on-one program.
Right.
Just so that everybody knows that.
Right. So if I come to you and I'm like, what? Okay, what is the exclusive program?
Okay.
It's
Do you want to speak about it, or you want me to?
like, how long is it? What does it entail? The commitment, that type of stuff.
Good questions. You
Yes,
should start.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so the exclusive program, like we were just saying, is a one-on-one program where, the accountability is just us together. It is 8 weeks long, and it involves, do you want me to give all the details of what it involves?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Most of the details.
Okay, so within the 8 weeks, there's some extra things that we do. We come to your house and we go through your pantry and look at all the different exciting foods that you have and kind of go through some demonstrations. We also will take you to a grocery store and kind of shed some light on different products and things so that when you're shopping, when you're not with us, that you can make better choices.
That's one of my favorite, the shopping.
Yeah, I like it too. It's neat. And I think that there is so much education behind that. Like, everybody thinks that they know, even just from the things that we teach them, what they could buy in the store. But once they're actually there and you take them through the aisles and you point out certain things, there's always like a ton of enlightenment at the end.
I'm going to time out for a second. How many times have you had a client say, oh, you're not going to find anything in my pantry? Or,
Right.
I know what to buy at the grocery store.
Correct.
And like after those, these are why they're my favorite sessions, is because after you do the pantry with them, or the grocery store run, they're like, it's their favorite session now,
For
and
sure.
they've learned so much. So that's kind of a neat thing.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying, like, there's a lot of like enlightenment after it, and I think a lot of times the clients will reach out to us and say that was so informative, and I didn't realize, even just an example like olive oil, people would just go and get certain things, and we'll tell you what to look for, and it's just a very exciting, and I guess you leave with lots of knowledge. So
Yeah.
that's something. But
So it's 8 weeks.
Mhm.
There's the exclusive one-on-one program.
yes.
What
Yeah.
else comes along with it? Like, okay, commitment wise, in terms of the coach with the client.
Right. So with the exclusive program, it's 24/7. I mean, we are committed. I mean, we're committed to you no matter what. But this is something where if you're at a restaurant and you don't know what to eat, you can send us a picture of the menu or call us. And our goal is to really be like beside you even when we're not, so that
awesome.
We get calls at 4 in the morning, 10 at night, whatever. I even got a call last week. We went over a new client. She was going out to, it was her first Friday night, I guess, out. And so, and then so what happened was, so she called me. She said, hey, this is where we're going. What do you think? We went over the menus. I gave her a few options. And then it turns out they actually changed their reservations to another place, but we were still obviously having that contact. She said, hey, sorry to do this to you, but we're now going here. What do you think? And it was all good. Like, it's all part of it.
Yeah, we just want you to feel successful even when we're not around. Like, obviously, we're accountability coaches, and the goal or the reason that you're coming onto this program is really that's what you're looking for. I think a lot of times when we do, I don't like to use the word diet, but whenever we're looking to lose weight, we don't really have that piece. And I think what sets us apart from, which we discussed in one of our other shows, is that we really are, there to guide you and hold your hand and show you, knowledge and education that you've never, seen before.
Yeah, so it's a full package, right? The exclusive is a full package. It's 8 weeks. It's an hour each week for the 8 weeks. That's your time slot that we don't give out to anybody else. You are, in the schedule for those 8 weeks. We, 24/7 care. We also add the Nourishly app aspect to it. So, was that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dana's miming over there. We do the app, which is a really cool tool because there's so many details I think that go along with the app. It's not just logging food or saying, hey, I had a tuna sandwich at lunch. It's more what I like most about it, maybe you feel the same way, is the kind of emotional aspects that go along with our emotional side of like, hey, was feeling not so great this morning when I had this, or was feeling fantastic with my lunch option I chose for myself. Those type of things we want to kind of go back and forth and almost reward or talk about the decisions that weren't that great.
Right, and it helps us keep track of, again, like when they're not with us, what's going on, because again, you're only there as much as you really can be, and so by them taking those pictures and giving us the opportunity to respond to them really shows us, that they're following the
and
journey.
if they feel weird about taking pictures of food, they could just pretend that they're like food bloggers, because everyone takes pictures of their food.
Sure, but then you can write in what
I know, I think
eating
it's
as
so
well.
great.
Or sometimes they take a picture and don't write it. I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, that's true. There's some interesting concoctions, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't even know that I can answer what that is right now.
They started making their own type of dinner. And then for the most part, sometimes they all get farm fresh meals, and so they just put like, hey, gluten-free chicken parm.
Yeah.
Right. Or APA meal, right. But those are easy. I like those.
Yeah.
I'm like, thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah.
Exactly.
Thumbs up is our go-to icon that we have.
That you have?
No, but I'm trying to do like, okay, perfect. I can put like smileys. I've been trying to be like a little bit better.
It's like the default one that's there, so everything is thumbs up, yeah. They just know that we saw it and things like that.
Right.
And what's cool about the exclusive program is, what I like to do is I actually like to add Nicole to my clients and vice versa, so it's more people looking at the same, more support. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so that person that got the information about the exclusive, but then they see the group plan.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So what does that look like?
All right, so the group plan is basically the foundation of what we use for the exclusive program. We've taken out a few things to make it, I guess, number one, more group interactive, and you can also add things. So you can add, we don't include the pantry or the grocery store because obviously it's a group setting. We're not taking all these people to the grocery store or we're not going to everyone's house. But you can add it on towards the end of your program if you want that extra support and extra, guidance.
Right. Yeah. I think we said workouts too.
And workouts. There's like
three
different things you can add on to the end. I'm like looking at you, but I should be looking at the camera. Yeah.
It's kind of near it enough.
Right. So there you go. So yeah, you can add on, like you said, a workout program or itinerary. You can add on the grocery store run, which I think is, again, super important.
It is.
And the pantry you can add on top of the group setting. So other than that, the foundation of the group setting is similar to the exclusive. You want to?
Yeah, I just think that the exclusive, a lot of times people may be more private about what their journey is, and they don't want other people to know, and or whatever their reasoning is, and I think they may go that way. But for the group counseling, for the same feeling that people may want that camaraderie or be able to know that there's like-minded people or that there's more support that they can gain from each other. Again, we're there for them, but once they leave, they have this whole support system that they can call and talk to about, hey, like, how was this week for you, and so on and so forth. So I think it's a certain personality that it goes either way.
It's I don't want to say it's a little less support of us, but there definitely is that group support that is you know.
I think it's an advantage. I think they get us and that. So not to say that one's better than the other, but I think that that's certainly a plus.
So, and some of the differences, if we want to like get into details, they don't get the 24/7, but they do get a consultation throughout the week with us that they can just schedule on, and we just have that time available.
But therefore, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But that they have each other, because we can't always be there, so they'll be able to call each other.
Right.
And the other thing that I think is really cool is that there's like a Facebook forum or group that we're gonna have.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Where people.
You're like.
Yeah, we're always in sync.
So
hi, I'm talking. So it's a Facebook group or forum where people can, the people that are in the group program will be able to like write in and ask questions, and obviously each other can answer, as will we. And it's just like a nice, again, using that word, forum, for them to kind of go through the journey, amongst their like-minded people.
So I'm gonna add to that, because it's funny. We were cleaning up some of our old Facebook services to add this service, and Dana came across Eat with Adam. And she's like, what the heck is this?
People pay you to sit and eat with you?
So, so what it was is people that were in, maybe not necessarily in the program, but other people could see exactly what I was eating. So I was documenting. It was like people were seeing my Nourishly, basically. So getting a feel for what I was eating at lunch and dinner, and making good choices. So that was kind of like that group camaraderie, and they can chime in and say, what was that? Where'd you get that? And what was your plate size and whatever it was. So they're going to have that kind of capability with the group session,
which I think is great also. And I think seeing other people celebrating their successes
for sure
is going to be motivating, even, or the other people's successes, not like comparing each other, but just being like, wow, if she could do it, then I can do it, if he could do it.
And I think it's like a team building thing. Like, you choose your words, it's motivation. Like, sure, maybe 1 week someone's, I don't know, feeling a little off, but they're motivated by the other person in the group who lost 2 pounds, and that's just going to encourage them to kind of truck forward. And
that's exactly it too. To touch more on that is, I think everybody goes, the first couple of weeks everyone's gung ho and motivated, and then there's some sort of like stagnant or plateau. And that group, we obviously are more supportive, and in the exclusive program, and can get people through that on an individual basis. But for the group people, seeing other people get through that and having that camaraderie.
And knowing that when they're done with their journey, that they have like these friendships, that they've created a connection that they can continue, to sort of be there for each other. So I think it's really going to be awesome, to be honest with you. I would choose that if it was me, but
the group. I could totally see you more in a group.
I swear, and we're all like in a way. No, I was gonna say you'd probably pick the group. I don't know.
You would pick the group.
I pick the group.
You would totally pick the group.
Depending on like how I wake up. No, I would pick the group. Or the
I mean, I like both. I just think I like connection, and so I think that I would thrive in that situation, just because I'm a giver, and I don't know. I like to. I don't know.
And an extrovert.
Yeah, sure. But I think that's.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Oh no, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So you like that group camaraderie. So the one thing we want to finish off with is the extended care. So we talked about it last show a little bit, touched upon it. We now have put together these awesome packages for the extended care. If you've been through the group session or you've been through the exclusive program, we are now have offered these continuing extended care programs where you can still touch base with us, reach new goals, have that accountability, continue with you.
I think it just takes it a little bit more to the next level, that whether you haven't met your goal or you just want to continue on and have that accountability, some of the things that we'll touch on, we just talked about restaurants, but maybe like more in depth, like when you're going to parties or things like that, where you may need guidance or help you with some meal plans so that you can do that at home with your family and start cooking more. We want to, take the tools that we've implemented in our program, but allow you to kind of successfully do it on your own with like a little touch of help.
Yeah. And that becomes, you can go through the group and then even do that individual extended care. And I think you have a client now who wanted to do more exercise or more activity stuff, and that's what you focused on the extended part. You know, you went through the core program and she lost a lot of weight, 20 pounds I think it was. And now she wants to work on more like exercises that she can do and continue with this. So
you can cater it.
It's like tailor-made. I mean, again, it's like a little, you know, I don't want to use that exclusive word, but sure, like it's a program that we're going to make sure that what your needs are to kind of help you continue being successful. That way you, I don't know, again, it's tailored to you. I think it's a positive thing, and it allows the accountability and to ensure that you're continuing on your journey successfully.
Right.
So we have exclusive.
How can they find out about it?
How can they find out about it? Go to the you can call 561-223-1600 and Dana will pick up the phone.
I mean, obviously we'll be posting about it on social media. You know, you can ask people that have been in the program.
I was just going to say, I mean,
that's the best referral.
That's by now that we just talked about this the other day. Like it's now like third, fourth generation of people. You know, before when we started this program, or when it became more popular, it was kind of first generation people, right? Then it becomes their friends, and now it's like friends of grandmothers, of sisters, of cousins, and it's really neat. So hopefully you've heard about it, or someone who's actually been through the program and has success by now. So.
And I think that's another, I'm sorry to like go back, but it's another example of why I think the group counseling, you know, will be very successful, is because now you have, you know, this information.
The light went off.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, are we still live?
Yeah, no, but there was a poor Wi-Fi connection.
Okay. All right. Well, so anyway.
So we have the exclusive, which is the individual one-on-one, 8 weeks, which offers light back on. We have
the group counseling session,
which is 6 weeks, so 8 weeks, 6 weeks. But you can add on those two missing weeks and some other things, and then we have for everyone the extended care, which is really, really.
But we have like some packages with that too, where you can do like just one session every now and then, or you can buy, you know, some packages that you could use at your discretion, whether it's every other week or maybe you need us 2 weeks in a row and then a few weeks off. So you kind of get to make that decision.
Right.
So we're tailoring everything to you.
Something for everyone.
Yeah. Guys, well, thank you for the descriptions of the two programs, because I think that'll clear up a lot of questions. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment below. Thank you.
Oh yeah. I did so well before.
You did.
Comment below and we'll get back to you. You can always go to adampotash.com or email us at info@adampotash.com.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.